Top 10 Fascinating Facts About Psychology. Psychology, the study of the human mind and behavior, offers profound insights into why we think, feel, and act as we do. Whether you're a psychology enthusiast or a curious reader, here are 10 compelling facts that highlight the depth and diversity of this fascinating field. 1. The placebo effect demonstrates the power of belief. The placebo effect occurs when people experience real changes in their health after receiving a treatment with no therapeutic value, like a sugar pill. This phenomenon underscores the power of expectation and belief in influencing the brain's perception of reality. For example, studies have shown that patients given a placebo often report reduced pain, improved mood, or better overall health, even though the treatment lacks any active ingredients. This effect is so powerful that it is now a standard consideration in clinical trials, used to compare the efficacy of new treatments against the psychological impact of belief alone. The placebo effect also extends beyond medicine. In fitness, participants in some studies who were told they were using performance-enhancing gear exhibited better results even when the equipment was ordinary. This demonstrates how mental expectations can lead to measurable outcomes, blurring the lines between mind and body. 2. Your brain can process information without your awareness. The concept of the unconscious mind suggests that much of our mental processing occurs outside of conscious awareness. This is evident in phenomena like priming, where exposure to certain stimuli subtly influences later behavior or decisions without us realizing it. For instance, someone exposed to words related to kindness may unconsciously behave more altruistically afterward. Similarly, unconscious biases, deep-seated preferences, or prejudices often shape our judgments and decisions without us realizing their impact. This highlights the complexity of human cognition and the layers of mental activity that operate beneath the surface. One striking example is blindsight, a condition in which individuals with damage to their visual cortex can respond to visual stimuli without consciously seeing them. Studies in this area suggest that our brains can process visual information through alternative pathways, illustrating the unconscious processing power of the mind. 3. Emotions are universal, but their expressions can vary. Psychologist Paul Ekman identified 6 basic emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, and disgust, that are universally recognized across cultures. These emotions are thought to have evolved as adaptive responses to environmental challenges, helping early humans communicate and survive. However, cultural norms, or display rules, dictate how these emotions are expressed publicly. For example, in some cultures, openly expressing anger might be considered disrespectful, while in others, it might be seen as a sign of honesty. This interplay between biology and culture shapes our emotional lives in profound ways. In addition to the 6 basic emotions, researchers have identified more complex feelings, such as jealousy, pride, and nostalgia, that blend basic emotions. Understanding these emotional nuances helps us grasp the full spectrum of human emotional experience. 4. Memories are surprisingly malleable. Our memories are not perfect recordings of events, but are reconstructed each time we recall them. This makes them susceptible to distortion and even outright falsehoods, a phenomenon studied in depth by psychologist Elizabeth Loftus. Factors like suggestion, leading questions, or exposure to misleading information can reshape our recollections. For example, eyewitnesses to a crime may recall details inaccurately if influenced by external factors, such as media reports or police questioning. This has significant implications for legal systems, highlighting the need for caution when relying on memory as evidence. Moreover, memories are influenced by emotions. Highly emotional events, like weddings or traumatic incidents, tend to create vivid memories, but these too are subject to reconstruction. This interplay between emotion and memory underscores the brain's intricate mechanisms for storing and retrieving information. 5. Sleep is essential for mental health. Sleep plays a critical role in cognitive functioning, emotional regulation, and memory consolidation. During sleep, the brain processes information gathered during the day, strengthens neural connections, and clears out waste products. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and impaired decision-making. Research also shows that different stages of sleep contribute to specific functions. For example, deep sleep is crucial for physical restoration, while REM sleep is essential for emotional and cognitive processing. Ensuring adequate sleep is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to maintain mental and physical health. Recent studies have also highlighted the relationship between sleep and creativity. During REM sleep, the brain engages in unique patterns of neural activity that help generate new ideas and solve complex problems. This makes sleep not just a time for recovery, but also a crucial period for innovation and learning. 6. The Big Five traits. Capture core personality dimensions. Psychologists often use the Big Five model to describe personality. These traits, openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism, OCEAN, offer a comprehensive framework for understanding individual differences in behavior and temperament. Each trait exists on a spectrum, allowing for nuanced assessments of personality. For instance, someone high in openness might be highly creative and curious, while someone low in this trait may prefer routine and tradition. Understanding these traits can provide valuable insights into how people approach relationships, work, and life challenges. Longitudinal studies suggest that while these traits are relatively stable over time, life experiences and personal choices can lead to gradual changes. This dynamic interaction between personality and environment offers a rich field for exploration in developmental psychology. 7. Group behavior can be surprisingly predictable. Studies in social psychology reveal that individuals often conform to group norms, even when they conflict with personal beliefs. Experiments like Solomon Asch's conformity studies demonstrated that people might agree with a group's incorrect judgment just to fit in. Similarly, Stanley Milgram's obedience research showed that individuals are willing to follow authority figures' instructions, even when those instructions conflict with their moral values. These findings underscore the powerful influence of social dynamics on behavior, shedding light on phenomena like peer pressure and groupthink. The psychology of crowds further illustrates how individual behavior can change in group settings. For example, during protests or emergencies, people often act in ways they wouldn't when alone. Understanding these patterns helps in designing safer public spaces and improving emergency response strategies. 8. Mirror neurons are key to empathy. Discovered in the 1990s, mirror neurons activate both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing the same action. These neurons are thought to play a crucial role in empathy, imitation, and understanding others' intentions. For example, when you see someone smile, your mirror neurons fire as if you are smiling yourself, fostering a sense of connection. This neural mechanism helps explain why we can feel others' emotions, making mirror neurons a cornerstone of social interaction and emotional intelligence. Additionally, mirror neurons may play a role in learning new skills. By observing and imitating others, we can acquire complex abilities, from playing an instrument to mastering a sport. This highlights their importance in both social and individual development. The bystander effect explains inaction in emergencies. The bystander effect suggests that the presence of others can reduce the likelihood of someone intervening in an emergency. Diffusion of responsibility, where individuals assume someone else will act, often contributes to this phenomenon. For example, in crowded settings, people may hesitate to help someone in distress because they believe others will step in. Public awareness campaigns and training in emergency response techniques aim to counteract this tendency by encouraging individuals to take initiative. Real-world examples, like the tragic case of Kitty Genovese in 1964, have prompted psychologists to study and address this effect. Interventions, such as educating people about the bystander effect and promoting proactive attitudes, have shown promise in reducing inaction. 10. Positive psychology focuses on human strengths. Unlike traditional psychology, which often focuses on mental illness, positive psychology explores factors that contribute to human flourishing. Concepts like resilience, gratitude, and happiness are central to this subfield, pioneered by psychologists like Martin Seligman. Research in positive psychology has shown that practices like mindfulness, cultivating gratitude, and setting meaningful goals can enhance well-being. This approach shifts the focus from merely surviving to thriving, offering tools for personal growth and fulfillment. Studies in this field have revealed the profound impact of positive emotions on health and longevity. For example, individuals who regularly express gratitude tend to have stronger immune systems, lower blood pressure, and improved mental health.